How did you get the name DJ Vegas?
Okay, I'm glad you asked. A lot of people, miscrews the name. Y'all finna get this history. I had a Vega, front and back. My mom used to always take me to Vegas. I always had a love for Vegas. So my license plate on my Vega said Mr. Vegas. And I had a little bar in there with chandeliers and all that, and the little dice and all that, creating that Vegas atmosphere. I would go get little stuff, souvenirs from Vegas, and had them in the back of my car.
So that's how that all started.
Yeah. A lot of people never even seen the Vega. They just heard stories about it. My
Your
Vega,
twin told me about it.
Yeah, when I first bought the Vega was blue. Then I painted it red. I painted it red with a false blue pearl, I think, and a green pearl. Ronnie Elam painted it and put the moon in it. I had a moon out of a Honda Prelude. We all used to go up to Jordan. That was the for body, body
right.
and paint. Yeah.
Right.
And then it was a place after we prepped the cars. It was a paint booth you can rent in Linwood. We would go to Linwood, and that was Southgate. We would go to Southgate and paint the cars.
So let's run through a little more history. How did the music, DJing, lowriding, and picnics at the park, how did all that interconnect?
Okay.
How did that come together?
Okay. I will give that credit to Spade, because Spade was making the mixtapes. He was making custom tapes first, but anybody was doing it, hands down. A lot of people don't know that Eazy-E was a DJ. And I'll never forget one time, me and Spade, we going to this party in Palmer Block. We in a Rego. And the house we went to had a big yard. And you can come in, you can pull into the yard and park. And we walked to the side door to the back steps and went in the kitchen. And that's where Eazy-E was mixing, in the kitchen, looking out towards the living room. A lot of people don't even know Eazy-E was a DJ.
Wow.
Nobody never really
nobody didn't know
talk about that story.
Yeah.
And with Dr. Dre and all of them, they wasn't scratching. Spade was doing all that first. And then it started going like a wildflower, But it was Spade. Now back to how low riding and music and all that come together,
picnics.
Play hand in hand. That was going on before our time. Like I had an older brother, they had Mazdas and all that. Like right. I got a back then we listened to everything. White boy music, we were restricted. Like a lot of people don't even talk about Jimi Hendrix. A lot of my peers, they low ride.
Gypsy.
Yeah, exactly.
40 Miles, Jimi Hendrix, and what was the other guy?
I got some of them albums sealed. Ain't never been open.
Wow.
You can go straight to them. Yeah, but who knows?
I think his name was Bobby something. Yeah. It was 3 guys.
Yeah.
All 3 black.
Yeah, and then you had Buddy Miles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He played the drum. He was the drummer.
Right, he was the drummer.
Yeah. But who knows? That was an old low riding cut. Because back then they was popping pills and all that, so they was into that.
Psychedelics.
Yeah. Then fast forward, you had custom cars. So why not have custom music? You want to have your gear on right. You want to be right. The car is already fly. So now you want to pull up playing all the right music. That's why I trip off of now and today some of the music the guys play. Like you in a 39 or a 58 or a 57, and you bumping, rap.
Don't go together.
Don't go together. I'm gonna tell you a story. I was in my 4. I had just passed Doodles coming southbound on Central. I'm in the car by myself. I'm playing some rap music, some gangster rap. I'm rolling, probably the Vapors or something. And a lady put up on me and said, "Hey, you playing the wrong thing in that car. You should be playing." I hurry up and pull that cassette out and reach. So now I just keep certain. I got a cassette player still in my phone, but if there's certain stuff I'm gonna play. That's just that. I don't even feel right. I don't even feel right sometimes playing oldies in my new car.
No?
Nah.
But the thing about those oldies,
I reminisce. And
those oldies were raised with real horns, real guitars, real drums, and real vocals.
Yeah.
Not the stuff we have today.
No.
Very different.
Yeah. Yeah, but
you really had to have that talent.
Yeah. But I can't be, if I'm in the old school, I figure I can play some old school music. It goes with it. If I'm in a classic car, then I could play some oldies. You know, just
I'm sure the New York guys, I'm still hung up on that. That Spade was going to New York as a kid.
Yeah, as a kid.
He saw what was going
Saw
on.
what's going on.
And he brought that back to Compton.
Bought it back. And I had some cassettes. They saying, oh, so many degrees up under zero. They're coming from, they was in New York. They was from the radio station. But somebody stole them. Stole my cassettes. Yeah. They had a boom box they stole and the cassettes.
Let's talk about Lowriding a little bit. Lowriding, right? Compton is deep into the lowriding culture.
Right.
And guys have built numerous of cars over the years, and things have been good. I remember a time when guys was going to the Rhodium, the Pomona, and Santa Ana. Was it Santa Fe Springs swap meets?
Yeah,
right?
I just pulled out an album and posted up on my page with the album that never's been opened before, 12-inch, with the Rhodium sticker on there, sealed.
And they was finding car parts,
yeah,
trading parts,
8-tracks, color bars.
For some reason, that seemed to be lost because now you got all this internet stuff, right?
Well, you still got the classic. You got the Pomona swap meet, and then you got the Long Beach swap meet. But the Pomona is the biggest one. Well, a lot of guys that collected all that stuff, they would take it. Like a lot of stuff I got in my garage, I can take it up there really and set up a booth and sell it.
Right.
You know.
And then there was Orly's Hydraulics.
Yeah.
Dave Homochrome.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that Orly's had his first shop was on right here in Belfort. I bought his first number 6 pump.
Wow. I think Big Reds was on Long Beach Boulevard. They did a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
You can go to get some work done.
Well, I got the from Reds Hydraulics, I got the poster with the Joker, the car they called the Joker, with the guys that was on the Most Wanted. I got a poster.
What was the first car you built?
The first car I built was the Vega.
The Vega.
The Vega. Yeah, it's the first car I ever had.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what was the second car?
Well, I had a Malibu, but I didn't do nothing with it. I didn't realize what I had. I used that to move around in. I'm just gonna say it like that.
What year was it?
They had to be around about like 79.
79.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I never forget, everybody knew where everybody stayed. We always networked. It's different now. I had a Malibu, 6'7" Malibu. I had a trunk full of tailgates. I still got some of the blocks now. That's how we worked on stuff. You had to know how to work on them to get them. And I never forget, I had all these gates. And Terry Tarzan stayed across the street from Davis. And I never forget, I pulled up and I walked back there, you know, him and Folsom was together and back with the camper. And I said, hey man, I got some gates for sale, you know, because we had to hustle to get our money. You know, we didn't, hey, that's how we getting our money. So I sold him like 2 gates, and I never forget, I had so many gates back there, you would have thought the Malibu was cut. It was dragging. That's how many gates I had got.
Man, that was an interesting time. I noticed you got a lot of plaques back there over the years you collected. You got Stylistics, Supernaturals, Public Enemy, Majestics, Compton Finest, Watts Life, Call Out Your Name, Individuals. Soul, was that Soul to Soul?
Soul to Soul. Now the Soul
to Life.
You know where that Soul to Soul plaque came from?
Where'd it come from?
A guy named Blue. He started that club.
Wow.
And guess what famous car that he had? That plaque came out of.
What car?
Think about it. That 61 in Friday.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
Know, so a lot of people weren't even around. They don't even know that there's actually a club. So I contacted him. You know, he into bikes now, and told him, hey man, let me get that plaque, you know, so I could put it up on my wall. And him being a man of his word, you know, he gave it to me. I had a couple of other people that so-called supposed to be close to me, got car club plaques, but you know, they don't want me to have one. I'm not tripping. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody's club. They go stay up there. They know they're in a good place, you know. But a lot of them, I got a lot of respect because you know they gave me their plaques to, you know, put up on the wall, you know.
DJ Vegas, man, it's incredible, man. It's so much to cover. I think we're gonna have to do like 3 or 4 more episodes. But I want to get this shot of Miss Max Spade right there in the cut and get everybody to look around. Those are the plaques. Those are his mini albums. Man, this man been collecting memorabilia for years. You got some trophies back there. What do those trophies represent?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the story about that. See, one thing about me, I always acknowledge my peers. When I did my hydraulic setup, I wanted to be different. So I went to Ernest's house.
Big Ernest.
Big Ernest's house. And he put the first remote control in my car and passed it down to me. And he said something that I said a lot when it come. Ernest, you know, he did it way before me. He was older than I was. I used to ride with Ernest. I rode with Ernest when I was a kid. A lot of people don't even know that it was a Norms on a Figueroa in Manchester. Yeah. And that's where all the pimps and players used to be. And I never forget,
I remember Keno and all them used to be.
Exactly. We pulled up, you know, because Ernest old like them. We pulled up on them in lowriders, you know, after we hit the bullet, come from the boulevard. But a lot of them trophies right there is for best hydraulic. And what made me get into that, because Ernest told me when I started showing my car, he said, man, always enter for best hydraulics, because they only give one of those in every show. So if you get best hydraulics, you got the best hydraulics of the whole show. You know, I got one from the Peterson building when the Viejos boycotted Lowrider magazine, best hydraulics. I got USO. You can see the year up there, 1996. Best hydraulics. They gave that at Carson High. That's when Cowboy was part of the club, you know. So I know, you know, a lot of the, you know, Peter, rest in peace. I know a lot of the original, you know, USO car clubs. Now they worldwide. But, you know, he started off in Carson, you know. So I used to roll through the patch and Scottsdale, all that back in the days. We used to go to Yellow Basket, you know. So that's how I got them trophies. This, you know, best hydraulics. You know, there's a lot of stuff they're not even doing today. They doing a lot of tubing on their hydraulics, but it's something else they ain't even doing that I picked up from Ernest. And I'm not gonna even mention it, you know, but I'll be back out.
With that being said, Professor Melly Mill, DJ Vegas, we in the lab. Lock the door.